Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. We took a few days off the old episodes here. We never post on Sunday, that's the thing. And Monday was E3. Well, most of the bulk of E3. So there's lots to do there. Not quite a ton of time to be making Game Dev Tycoon videos and things of that nature. So I was like, whatever. We'll skip a day and let the suggestions fill up, and fill up they did. Fill up they did. You guys sent in a lot of stuff to do. Lots of different game ideas. Let's start working real quick before we get rolling in this. Let's make it so Mr. Wyatt Potter starts working on that. Mr. Paul Reed, train. We're gonna start working on his design because yes, he's our design man. He's actually getting close to 700, which is required of us to be able to make our lab, and through that lab, we'll be able to make our own console, the Nero box, and it's gonna be so cool. That's just gonna be great. Airplane Simulator. No one's gonna show up this year if that game's there. No. Why are we still showing Airplane Simulator? We should be showing Flappy Nero. Two, and yet we still break our own personal best and have the #1 booth. That is just, well, that basically describes how good we are, what we do here at Neuropolis. Am I right? Am I right? So there's a long list of games here. I'm not sure which one to go with first. Not real sure. Wait for these guys, Mr. Paul Reed and Mr. Wyatt. There they go. They're finally finished. Let's start working on that new game, shall we? So we got a nice little list here. And I think that one of the biggest points is to make a stupid game that's probably going to suck. And this one was sent in, and I think it's going to be awful. So we're going to do Nero Space Race, and it's going to be a UFO racing game. So actually, I don't know if we can do that because we don't have multi-topics. We only have multi-genre, not multi-topic. So we can't have UFO and racing. That's actually not a thing. So, Nero Space Race, stupid as that was going to be, ain't going to be able to work. So, we're going to have to go with LA Nero. We're going to make this a large game, and of course, it's going to be in for mature. This is going to be a law strategy game. So, let's see what we got here. Do I even have law? Yes, I knew I had law. And strategy. I never played LA Noire myself personally, so I have no real idea exactly how that game's supposed to work. And he actually specifically wrote to put the PS5, the Xbox Next, as well as the Wii. And goodness knows this game is going to flop on the Wii. It's going to use our new Nero engine. It's already spending $2.6 million working on this. And we're going to use our fancy new 3D graphics. We also got a really awesome idea for another game. We're going to save that one because that idea is just too good to pass up for right now. Or too good to use for right now. So how do you use a strategy game? I would imagine story and quest, even though the whole point of LA Noire is like story and quest, right? I never played the game before I can tell. It's more of a story and quest kind of game. But if I were to make a strategy game, I guess the whole thing's really dependent on gameplay. I guess it'd be more along this lines. I really don't know how to make a proper strategy game. As you can see, we don't have any pluses or minuses because we don't really ever make strategy games. Therefore, we are just walking blind right now. We don't know where we're going. It's completely dark out, and we're just walking through the woods in the world of making strategy games. We don't know what we're doing. But we got lots of bubbles going everywhere with old Jonathan Joseph, the former Bengals quarterback, sitting here looking awful slow on his keyboard. Hi, this is Roland Keene from Smash. We got word that Neuropolis is working on a new game. Would you be willing to share some information on it? Yes, that sounds lovely. Yeah, lovely indeed. Did I not click it? Alright. And what is your expectation regarding the success of LA Nero? It's gonna be great! Thank you! I love the music in this game. It's so soothing. It's relaxing. Hype's already up to 92. Alright, so dialogue apparently not important at all. Apparently we already know that. Artificial intelligence in a strategy game is probably pretty big, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world. Jonathan Joseph, we're going to switch you for Manuel. Okay, so no matter who we put in there, they're going to be really, really overdone. Unless we were to up the level design just a little bit. Unless I put Irene. Alright, Irene, you're going in there at 109 over your capacity, just because why not? I don't know if it's going to work out or not. I have no idea. That's the whole point, though. Like, the whole point, like, to do well in this game, like, you should just make a bunch of different games, then generate your game report on it, and then it'll be easier every time you try and make a new game, because you'll have prior reports to look back on and let you know what different kind of stuff. Simulation games are especially popular. Well, that sucks. We're not making a sim game. But yeah, you'll be able to look back and, of course, see, like, oh, whenever I'm making a strategy game, it's good to have artificial intelligence. Then you'll know that, and it'll be easier. Apparently, sound is pretty important. That's a loud truck that's outside. Sounds very important, so we're going to work on that. Irene's apparently about to bust. So we'll put Manuel in there. And world design. Graphics. Down the graphic just a little bit, maybe. Wait, up it. Up. Yeah, now Jonathan Joseph's at 100%. Hi-ho diggity. Alright. Once again, no idea if this is going to turn out well. That was the whole point of coming back to this playthrough anyway, was to make games that are probably going to suck. And suck they haven't, actually. The last game we did sucked, but we made Flappy Nero, which should have been the worst freaking game ever. And it was the most successful game ever, doing better than my Nero Scrolls games, which... I mean, things sold like 12 million copies. Why it sold 12 million copies? No one really knows. It doesn't make any sense. And we're sitting here making LA Nero. Look at all our design and technology points. We don't even know what we're doing. Well, you can tell we don't know what we're doing because look at all the bugs our game has. There, no more bugs. But we're still putting points in tech. No, go away with the bug. There. Wow, okay, I didn't realize we just broke records in both technology. We try to make bad games and they don't turn out bad. Why? Well, we haven't actually seen the reviews. It might still turn out bad. We'll see. We will see. Everything we touch here in Neuropolis goes to gold. And Jonathan Joseph, Irene, and Paul Reed all leveled up. So we're going to be paying them a lot of money. That's okay, because we have like $600 million, because everything we touch literally turns to gold. And special training for Jonathan Joseph's now available. We'll see about that. Where's our reviews? First reviews for LA Nero came in. Probably going to be bad, because it's a popular game simulation. Ah, here we go! A nice 4! Yeah, 3! They shouldn't forget about world design. How should I know you need world design in a strategy game? Waste of time! That's my favorite review. Oh, LA Nero. This game doesn't look like it's going to be doing very well. Doesn't look like it's going to be doing very well at all. Mr. Jonathan Joseph. Apparently we have some kind of special training here. What kind of training are we looking at here? Book studies. Don't repeat yourself. Game dev gems. Oh, here we go. Code jam and all this stuff. Alright. Well, what are you good at? You're more good in technology, so we'll get you working on technology. Irene, and we should start working on that game report. Figure out why it is we flopped. Manuel, I don't know why I'm training you. You're kind of even in both categories, I guess. So I'll work on your design to catch up to your technology. Mr. Paul Reed, we will train you as well. I only know if his training's doing anything proper, but you know, it's doing something, I would hope. An exclusive interview a while ago, a player from Ruthless made very bold remarks about their then-in-development game, LA Nero, predicting that it will be uber successful. Now that the game is out, the market consensus is that player needs a lesson in how to be humble, and that the game received moderate or mediocre reviews. Overall, it's had a negative effect on sales. Yeah, this game is flopping hard. Oh, this is what happens when I take suggestions from the fans. Technology. Yes. We're getting close. Paul Reed's very close in his design. And we will be able to make the Nero box. Hurry up, Irene. Look how slow you're going. Freaking Irene. I've got stuff in store for you. Little Miss Irene sitting here doesn't know how to freaking do anything. The one woman we let go here, she sits there and takes forever to do anything. Takes forever. She's incompetent. We should fire her. Alright, post-release analysis of Law and Strategy is a good combination. Graphics not very important. Alright. And genre match strategy PS5 is bad. Target audience mature and woo is bad. And topic audience match mature and law is bad. Well, that makes sense. Everything about that was just bad. Okay, everyone, go on vacation. Go on vacation. Where's the vacation? Did I not click him? I didn't click him, did I? Yep, I didn't click him. I clicked slightly off of him. All of you, large of a large booth to show off our LA Nero game. Everybody loves, and it's everybody's favorite. Did I put her on vacation? No, apparently not. Market's now normalized. That also hurt it. That might be one of our worst games ever at LA Nero. That might just really be one of the worst games that we've ever actually done. And that's saying something. We made Go Fast Car Game. We also made Jimmy John's Dungeon Adventure. But when we remastered Jimmy John's Dungeon Adventure, that game went ridiculous and went super popular. I wonder if it's going to hurt our E3 convention numbers. $2.3. Yep. Doesn't hurt at all. Still number 1 booth. We've been number 1 booth every single year for countless years. We're in the year 49. But I've been at my guy's about old. He's about dead at this point because he's been in game development for about 50 years. All right. 50 years my guy's been just about in game development, which is insane. But speaking of game development, we should get working on possibly a new game. So let's go ahead and do that. I just hit develop sequel, I'm sorry. Develop new games. So what we got here? What we got over here? Alright. Do we have these superheroes? Action. Alright, and we are going to call this game Nero City, which is supposed to be like a Gotham City game. We're going to make it large. We're going to make it mature. It's going to be superheroes, action, and he say exactly what we should put this on? No, he didn't. So I'll put it on whatever I want to put it on, which involves it going out on the PC and the Xbox and the PS5, because why not? And Nero City, which is basically going to be our superhero game because Nero Man is going to be our superhero. We need a superhero game. We need a good superhero game to get the taste out of our mouths from LA Noire here because that game was just atrocious. And we're going to put engine up. Gameplay slightly down. Story and quest. Boo. There we go. There we go. Look at that balance. I don't know if that's even good or not, but look at that balance. Give me some good stuff. Look at this. We still haven't hit 500,000 sales. And look. Bad game. Bad game, that LA Nero. That game flopped. Like, I haven't seen a whole lot of games flop as bad as that game has flopped. That game has flopped. Very bad game. Very bad overall. Then again, there's some people must like it. We're getting close to 1 million fans. I would love to get to 1 million fans. AI, apparently an action game is pretty high. Didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. We'll up level design, 'cause apparently level design is also a bit important. So, we'll check that out, see if that works out or not. I almost forgot the Super Meat Boy is sitting right here. And LA Nero's off the market. It made us 5.5 million. Which, we might have actually taken a loss on that. On here. Click. Game history. Wow. We made $32,000 off of LA Nero. We didn't go in the red, boys. We're still staying afloat. Wow. Wow. We made $32,000. That is awful. That game barely... I mean, the money I had to pay, I spent to pay my employees. We lost money on that game. That was a bad game. All right, apparently graphics and sound are both important. I have no real idea if that's how that's true. I'm just gonna put them. Wait, apparently graphics more important than sound. So there. All right, I don't know. This might be a good game. Might be an awful, atrocious, just worst game ever. I mean, look, it's got 75 bugs. But I think we're going to be re-breaking records in design and technology. Look at them go. I think we're going to be destroying records. 400? Our best was like 3-something, right? This is insanity. 100 bugs. Exactly 100 bugs when we finish the game. Won't we release it right now? I'm sure everyone would love that. And marketing. I'm going to market this game. I want to see how big it can be. Because this is nuts. Wait, how do I hype? Did I just... Whatever. I'm just waiting on them to put as many points in there as possible. We're breaking records here, gentlemen. Possibly ladies. Can I spend more money? Yes. We need more hype. Alright. Those are definitely records in both things. 461 design, 448 in technology. I don't even know what that means, but that is insanity to me. Alright. Here come the negative reviews. The game can't be too perfect without the game reviewer people going, this is atrocious. Rather uninspired, in my opinion. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. A 10 masterpiece! A 10 awesome! A 10 truly great. Here comes the last people not to give us a 10. Yep, they always have to give us a 9. Old games has to just freaking... every time we get close to like a perfect 10, all games is bumps like, yeah, I wouldn't say 10 out of 10. Everyone else in the world says 10 out of 10. I'd say there's some things wrong with it. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10 would be exactly what I would say. I'm saying it's almost perfect. Jerks. Well, it looks like our game Nero City is about to sell ridiculously. Like ridiculously. And we just got word that Nero City has racked up 1 million sales in the first week. Yeah, over double what old LA Nero did over the course of like 6 months. Oh wow, 4 million in sales already. Another memorable game by Neuropolis has been released. The computer-controlled entities in this game are so incredibly convincing that I caught myself talking to them at times. Simply one of the best games I've played. Gary White from Gamers. I like the nice reviews they give us. Nice reviews are nice. They make you feel good. And it's got 5 million in sales already. Irene, get working on that game report. Why did Nero City do so good? And you, what do you think you're doing, Mr. Paul Reed? You should be training to do stuff. Like, actually, he's up to 700 in design. Alright, neat. Doesn't that mean we get to do something? Design specialist. Yes, he can now become a design specialist. Start working on that. Wyatt, train. You're close on your technology. We gotta keep training him in technology by doing the code jam. We would like a large booth this year, sir. Please and thank you. Water is delicious. You guys know that? Very delicious. So he's becoming a specialist. I don't know what this means. It's gonna mean something. Oh, and there he is. He's over 700 in technology. Time to start training you to become a specialist in technology. We're gonna make a console. We're gonna make a console, and we're gonna use all the money that we got from Nero City to fund it, which we're at $9.1 million on Nero City so far, and it's not gone yet. I don't think it's gonna break Flappy Nero's record, but it's gonna do something. And 2.4 million people showed up to our booth this year, which is of course a lot. Definitely a whole lot. Post-analysis release. Superheroes in action. Great combination. Sounds quite important. Alright, so now we know that. If we ever decide to make another action game, it's all about the sound. Just got word Nero City. It's racked up over 10 million in sales. It'd be a diamond record. If it were a record, that's an unbelievably high number. I agree. Very high. And we can now research. We can open our own research and development lab now. Let's do it. Pay 2.5 million. Our research and development lab is ready. This is the lab. Simply click the screen and drag left or right, or use the arrow keys. Alternatively, you can click on the little R&D lab information card at the bottom of the screen. Neato. New research available. We can have our own convention, like BlizzCon. We can have NeroCon. Are you serious? We can make NeroCon. We can do more 3D graphics, like super advanced stuff. We can do hardware, license, games, engines, and internet opportunities, whatever that means. Neato! Welcome to your very own research and development lab. It's so hippie-like. Welcome to our research and development lab. At the moment, it is empty, but we have a number of skilled players eager to start working. Why am I bad at reading right now? If you don't have to hire them individually. Instead, you can simply decide on the budget for this R&D lab. The higher the budget, the more researchers will work, and the higher the research progress will be. Alright, then running your own research and development lab can be very expensive. To be careful you don't overspend. I suggest you Start with smaller projects that don't be afraid to cut down on the budget if necessary. If there is no active product, researchers will generate research points slowly. Wait, if there is no active project, researchers will generate research points slowly. That makes sense. Which you can use to train your main staff and unlock more game options. To start a project, simply click on the screen and bring up the research menu. Alright. We've never been here. Look how big our fancy office is. First, we were here. Start from the bottom. Now we here. For a reason I couldn't click right. Hero Citizen. I should say Nero Citizen. But that's awesome. Wait, is that Master Chief? Go back. It's like real buggy feeling. That's Master Chief. It's supposed to be like Halo. Okay, well, either way, we're going to end this off on this note. And by the way, wait a minute. Before we end this off, Nero City has sold 13.2 million copies. I think Nero City is going to be our new best game, overtaking Flappy Nero. Huh. Hey, we've even got a green screen set over here. Alright, and why don't you take one of your specialists... While you only need one specialist to start running a lab, you can train more than one additional specialist, decrease the overall running cost of your lab. Well, that's cool. I just kind of want to see before we end off the episode exactly what Nero City is going to do. Yep, now it's off the market. It sold 13.4 million units, generating $188,216,265 in sales. That is probably our... No, sorry. Need to come over here to be able to look up my... No. God damn it. Too many things to do. You. And you. And you. And you. And you. I'll go on vacation. Now, I want to look at game history. 13.4 million units. Is that better than Flappy Nero? 12.9. Whoever it was that sent in the idea for doing Nero City, the superhero action game, you just made our best game ever. We made 138 million in profit off Flappy Nero. We made 178 million in profit on Nero City. Wow. Best game we've ever done. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Game Dev Tycoon. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. And of course, let me know in the comments different ideas for different games. We have to know the specific topic as well as the specific genre you would like the game, as well as a title. Come up with a clever title. You know, do that. That'd be cool. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.